Hello everybody and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Horn of the Abyss. Last time we completed the first scenario for the Revolt of the Beastmasters campaign, and this time we are going to be starting on the second one, so let's get to it. The first law. Tarnum must defeat Baron Paglon and all of his troops. All heroes will be limited to level 14, but Tarnum and his two best captains will transfer to the next scenario. Okay, so we'll be playing on hard. Take one to knowledge. Excuse me, because I think last time our knowledge was at 1, so we definitely want to up that a little bit. And we are playing on a small map. Alright. At first, our little uprising was seen as just another problem with the slaves, but when word of Lord Onson's death spread through the kingdom, the nobility became enraged. It is said that Mad King Griffinheart killed the messenger who brought him the news, and then he burned down his own stables. Now, we've got their attention. Which only means every step of this journey is going to be more difficult. I've hidden away the women and children and most of the warriors in an empty part of the swamp, while I deal with my latest problem, Baron Paglon. The Baron stands on our way, and has already let it be known that he will kill us on sight. Okay, we get 10 wood and 5 ore, and Mad King Griffinheart. So, if you don't remember, it was a Griffinheart who actually killed Tarnum back then and caused him to become the immortal hero, and we actually saved the man who killed him in Conquest, so this is probably one of his descendants at this point. So I wonder if I hope that we can get some more information about him and what happened to the family. Anyways, okay, so it's probably safe to assume that these guys will join us. We are rescued. The gnolls bark gleefully. Yes, nice. You hear some rustling in the bushes, but when no ambush comes, you decide to investigate. Instead, you find a family of basilisks, all caught in a pit trap. The creatures are exhausted, but still furious. Your advisors warn you not to approach. Basilisks are even more dangerous when raged, but you don't listen to them. You chop down the nearest tree and drag it into the pit, giving the creatures a chance to climb out and earning their loyalty. Ooh, plus, that's actually very good. So, just like before, this town really doesn't have much to it, except a blacksmith, so it's not horrible. I want to try to get as many troops as we can to start things off. So I'll take this. I wonder. Send me a scout, I ordered. Soon a lean lizardman entered my tent and dropped to his knees. I'm your commander, not your master. Get up, I said. The lizardman came to his feet and nodded. Good. Now, I want you to go back to where the others are hiding and tell them to send some troops. But make sure they don't send the experienced ones. Someone has to protect the children in case they are attacked, I said. Yes, sir. Hurry, I need those troops yesterday. I want you to seek out every group of gnolls and lizardmen. We must reach them before Baron Paglon's forces them to fight for him. We will not win if they work for him instead of being freed by us. Move quickly. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys. Thank you for coming for us. We want to run free in our homeland, not toil all day for these brutal knights. Let us join your forces and we will fight by your side. Sounds good. Okay, so this is quite the army. So I'm curious to see if they will avoid fighting us. Because we can win, no problem. For the murder of Lord Onston, the king has ordered your death. Okay. Okay, I think we're just gonna move all of our troops up and have everyone follow, or have the halberdiers come this way. Makes our life a tiny bit easier. Okay, so we'll have to move the serpent flies down one. So our basilisks will probably actually kill them. Yeah. And there we go. Okay, next is a lizard den. Okay, yep, we just read. Oh, so they do want to fight. Which is a bit annoying, but whatever. Could just send the basilisks forward, not forward. And same with the gnolls. And I think next turn, yes, we have haste. I do want to use this. 8, yes. Yeah, very nice. Nice, okay. Well, that worked out nicely. Take this, and now we can trade with Tarnum. There we go. Oh, we actually have some lizard men as well to give over. And now the two can go exploring. Some of the slave warriors have finally caught up with my advanced forces. They arrived at the town today and will be ready for battle once they receive a little more training. Additional 27 additional gnolls and lizard men are available to recruit. Nice. And since Miriam is still in town, we can actually recruit them, as well as these serpent flies. Perfect. Okay, so she's level 3. I think I'll give this to Tarnum. Okay, we'll take this gold and see what this is. We don't need no human leading us to freedom. We can do it ourselves. And we could use your army as well, the gnolls shout. And this, says their leader, swinging the greater gnoll's flail above his head, will bring us victory. Do you want to fight these thugs now? Yeah, I think we can do it. Oh, okay. Not too bad at all. Yeah, they unfortunately don't do too much damage. And without archery, we aren't going to be doing that much damage anyways. So they move 6 and the basilisks move 7, so we can just defend and let our basilisks finish them off. Perfect. And this is +4 to attack. Very nice. A pack of crusaders, I think, is something we can take care of, no problem. Oh, there's some movement up there. So the enemy is somewhere up there. This is the King's Gold. Stand back, dogs. The crusaders form a line between the mine and refuse to move. Okay. Unfortunately, we do not have expert earth magic yet. What we can do is use a magic arrow. Okay, we can distract these guys, hopefully. We move 6, so our basilisk still move first. I do want to cast haste on the gnolls though, because definitely want to give them the opportunity to attack before being attacked. Very nice. So I think if we stand here, this actually blocks their pathway towards, but doesn't matter. Let's take those gold men. Excuse me. And we can attack. Or, yeah, we can deal with the halberdiers. Let's see, the basilisk pit. Yeah, so we'll build this. And then next turn we can get a citadel. So, here we go. Edric. Nothing that we need to really worry about. Okay, so she can actually just camp for now, because until we clear these guys out, nothing for us to do. Take offense, and continue exploring. Okay, so let us build a citadel, and then next week we can get the captain's quarter. I was awakened early this morning by the sounds of a scuffle coming from somewhere outside. I grabbed my sword and jumped to my feet, almost stepping on the tail of a basilisk. The huge reptile hissed, and for a moment I thought it would turn me to stone. Sorry I moved so quick, I said in a calm voice. I hadn't even known the creature had been sleeping in my tent. It hissed again as I circled around it, but it didn't attack. By the time I got outside, a large group had gathered around two combatants. Somehow, while on guard duty, a gnoll and a lizard man had come to blows. Now the two were rolling in the mud, clawing and screaming at each other. Enough, I shouted. I jumped into the brawl, lifting the two combatants away from each other. The lizard man swiped at the gnoll and missed, but scratched shallow furrows across my face. The wound burned, igniting my fury. I released the gnoll and punched the lizard man so hard, he flew 10 feet into the mud. Just to be fair, I turned on to the startled gnoll and pounded him in the stomach, doubling him over. Bind their hands and feet and throw them in a cage together. They can work out their differences there, I said. When no one moved to follow my orders, I said, Can't you hear? Yes, sir, said a meek-looking gnoll. But they're not slaves anymore. Surely you don't want to enslave them. Of course, these mudlanders have been slaves for so long that shackles only mean enslavement to them. They have no understanding of crimes or laws. They don't even know about their own culture. I'm punishing them for doing something wrong, I said. I'm not enslaving them. Now, lock them up. Okay. My question is, if these guys... Okay, if we have Miriam... Clear a path. Yes, we can reach Edric. Perfect. So we'll be missing out on a few Knowles huts, unfortunately, but it's okay. So we can build the captain's quarter. And Tarnum can go attack Edric, I think. Yeah, we don't have any spell points though. And he has a lot of lizard men. Let's see, 5. There's 7, so... I think if we move here, we should be okay. Oh, they attack the nymphs. Perfect. Interesting choice to attack the gnolls, but nice. And I'm sure they'll move down. Up, and they just run away. And we'll take Expert Earth Magic. Medusa. I definitely want to grab this. Okay, while we're up here, Tarnum can... Oh, we never actually flagged the... Thank goodness you've come to rescue us. Baron Paglon's troops have been scouting around in the north. We were afraid he'd catch us first. Perhaps let us... Please let us join you. Yes, gladly. Okay, so let's check out what heroes are available to us. Andra and Draken. No one I really care for. Oh, he's not horrible. Armor and leadership. It's not the hero I want. Today, I released the 2 soldiers who got in the fight to show the others that I still didn't agree with slavery. But to be sure I don't have that misunderstanding again, I summoned one of the Gnoll leaders to my tent. What's your name? I asked the Gnoll when he entered. Brellic, sir. I have a task for you, Brellic. I need you to gather a few of the wisest members of our camp and form a system of laws. Laws? Yes. Figure out what actions you think are crimes, and then figure out what the proper punishment for that crime would be. I'll even get you started. A law against slavery can be your first law. Brellick seemed overwhelmed by what I was asking him to do, but he would figure it out. Ooh, Sandals of the Saint. That would definitely be nice to pick up. As well as this Buckler of the Knoll King. Okay, so I think we need to start focusing on financials. Just a teeny bit. Let's see, what is that? There's an archer tower. And that looks like a town. Some doubted you would come, but we stayed to join your army. And I will gladly accept you in my army. Adela, she's actually quite strong. I don't think strong enough to deal with Tarnum, but it'd be a tough fight, definitely. Why do I have to do this again? Brellick said. He was having a little trouble getting started with his list of crimes. Because you don't want me punishing soldiers who fight each other by lobbing off their heads, do you? No, that doesn't seem fair. Exactly, I said. Laws protect everyone. They make things as fair as they can be. Think of it that way. This is a very important task, Brellick. I trust you'll do a good job. From the expression on Brellick's face, I could tell he wasn't convinced. We definitely could win. And maybe we will go fight. But I do want to get some more troops quickly. Oops. You're the one who's freeing the slaves. Oh, will you let us join you? Yes. Nice. Oops, I don't know why I'm trying to go there. I already recruited the troops. Okay. Okay, so Tarnum is being blocked, but that's no problem. Okay, so first is basilisks. Okay, we can afford everything. Nice. And run back and trade with Tarnum. War Unicorn. Oh, and well, Tarnum is here. Yeah, wait, 409 gnolls. That is quite a lot. Okay, we definitely need to get the Glyphs of Fear and then a Cage of Warlords. Yes. Bad news, sir, the scout said. Arathian troops were seen marching toward both of Baron Paglon's towns. The king's troops? I asked. They were flying the king's banner, yes. And one of the columns had a wagon of resources as well. That's just great. If Arathia gathered all her forces against me now, this rebellion was over before it had the chance to get started. I'd been counting on the arrogance of the nobility to discount my actions either as unimportant or not worth their attention. Perhaps if I hadn't killed Lord Onsen, they wouldn't see me as a threat. If we were just escaping slaves, they might ignore us. Now, we're rebels and murderers. Ooh. I was not expecting that. Okay, let's see. Oh, Tazar. This is the hero I was looking for, actually. Just need to get him some more troops, and he can start going around and leveling. Okay. Well, we do have Expert Earth Magic, finally. And they're gonna run away. Yes. Of course. Okay, yeah, they are frozen in fear. Oh. Oh, nice. Let's see if this can take at least one shot for us. And I'm sure the archers will attack our gnolls. Yes. And the same with the... Oh, the ballista attack the nymph. Nice. Yeah, if they feel like attacking my pirates, that is not a problem for me. If I want to haste the gnolls again. I'll send the serpent flies up, and they can just attack and block their shot. Our gnolls can take care of the archers. I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be winning this without them retreating. So let's kill... Yeah, there we go, of course. Okay, Tazar can continue getting soldiers. We do have quite a lot of ore and wood. And it's not like we're going to be really spending it on much. So this isn't much, but it's a start. So let's go take these guys out. Halt, you are in violation of the law. Prepare to die. Okay, so we can attack with the gnolls here and finish them off with the serpent flies. Nice. I just hope she doesn't reach us in time. Okay, she didn't even go that way. Okay, she can trade over whatever she has to Tazar, and she can go out and scout, and we can take care of these rogues and give him whatever's in there. There's something to be said for these Moundlanders. Once they get an idea in their heads, they really carry through with it. Pelican and his assistant showed me their list of laws last night. They had written them on the back of sheets of bark stripped carefully from the stubby wood swamp trees. It took hours to read through them all. There was a law for everything. They began, as suggested, with a law against slavery, and from there moved through murder, theft, and other crimes. Then they made laws for governing their work habits, eating habits, and even how much and even how much sleep was too much. I asked for it. Now, what was I going to do with this monstrosity? Well, Tarnum, I'm sure you'll figure something out. She's gonna run before we get the chance to do it. Of course. Okay, I wanna go over here. We've already visited this. So we can just build a castle. Tazar still needs to move. Look what we got here, boys. Seems some more of them escaped slaves want to make us rich. Capture as many of the little guys as you can, we'll send them back to the Baron. The head of the hero is worth cash, though. Okay, was not expecting them to go down that way. Very nice. Okay, take experience. Archery really isn't worth it for Fortress because they only have one ranged unit. But if we're going against castles, they're... Oh, well, actually, I'll take it. And, well, Earth Magic wouldn't be terrible on Tazar either. Let's see, what does our Mage Guild offer? Shield. Okay, so it's one spell at least. Okay, we can deal with a pack of Crusaders. Bad slaves. No crystal for you. And they don't even want to fight. I am the Gnoll King. Bow to me or die, shouts a huge gnoll among a sea of others. Okay. I'm sure you are the Gnoll King, but now I am. So close. Okay. We make quick work of them. Very nice. And Buckler of the Gnoll King. +4 to defense. Perfect. There's a bounty on your heads, and we plan to collect it. Okay, let's just wait and... Can our serpent flies? No, they cannot reach. Okay, that was easy. So we'll actually let Tazar go and take everything there. Okay, so there's one town, and the message did say there were two, so the other one is probably right here. Oop, Tazar still has some movement. Lots of marksmen. I'd much rather leave that to Tarnum. Well, Brelic, I began. You've got a long list here. How is anyone going to remember it all? We have to remember it too? The Gnoll asked. Did you think the laws would enforce themselves? How else are you going to follow them? Brelic lowered his head, overwhelmed. But I have an idea, I said. Maybe you could combine some of the laws. For instance, laws 243 through 478 are all about stealing. Don't steal another's food and things like that. They're essentially the same thing, don't you think? Sounds easier, that's for sure. I'll do it, Brelic said. It took 4 gnolls to help Brelic carry the laws from my tent. Wow. They are very efficient when it comes to writing laws, it seems. Let's see, that's another lots of basilisks. Okay, Miriam can head back down to our town. And we can build a capital. Very nice. The marksmen were training at the mercenary camp when you approached, but they turned their crossbows away from the hay dummies to you. Very good. Some good damage right there. Excuse me. That's a bit of a pain. Not like it matters. Do I take archery with Tarnum as well? I guess. And we can deal with it. Make quick work of these griffins because they don't even want to fight. Actually, we'll send Miriam to go and recruit units for us. Ooh, basic luck. I'll take it. Pendant of Holiness, immune to curse, nothing we really need to worry about. Okay. So next is upgrading. Definitely want to upgrade our serpent flies to dragonflies. And we'll give Tazar a bit more attack. Then we want to get to Lizard Warriors. The old Knoll Witch, Adamina, rejoined my army today. I had sent her away to hide in the swamp with the other non-combatants. But here she was again. Why have you come? I asked her. I've heard that you ordered Brellick to put together a system of laws for our people, she said. Yes. So, how's that been going? Adamina asked. From her expression, I could tell she already knew the answer. There have been some problems. Why? I've come to help before things get out of hand. You may be good at directing these creatures in battle, but you don't know much about them, do you? Never give a Knoll male a job that requires organization. They'll fail. If you want it done, give it to a woman. I see. Give me what you have so far. The other woman and I will put together something that makes sense at least, Adamina suggested. I had a feeling Brellick would be relieved if I took the task away from him, so I agreed. Adamina certainly knew her people better than I. It's yours then, I said. Alright. Astra is going to be a little problem, potentially. It would be nice to get that town because it means another Cage of Warlords. Spending time in the Cage of Warlords, the experienced warriors therein teach you additional defensive skills. Alright? But what? We can make quick work of the town. Okay, let's see. Can sell some crystals, some sulfur, some mercury, some gems, and we can sell some ore and wood. Okay, I think we're just gonna leave these guys here and split our lizard warriors like this and go attack. Tazar does need to visit the mercenary camp, as does Miriam. She also does need to visit the Marletto Tower and the arena. I think Tarnum is all set there. He just needs this garden. Oh no, he already visited the Garden of Revelation. Nice. Okay, so we'll attack the town, claim it, and just quickly get a Cage of Warlords in there. Yes, sir. Dragonflies. Speed of 14 available to us. And they get 9 speed on Swamp, which is very nice. So close. Okay, so... Oh, we can't actually build a Cage of Warlords. Oh. So this town is meant to be more economical than anything. So we'll just leave it alone. I don't want to lose Miriam because of Zalari. Zalair. So instead we will have Tarnum run this way to scare them off. Miriam can actually just camp there because she'll just get more units for us when the week starts. And Tazar can actually sit in the castle as well. Let's see, what do you have? You have nothing. Okay, so... Alright, do we have... Yes, perfect. Alright. Yes. Very nice. So I'm gonna assume that that group of basilisks will join us as well. And with this army, we can easily take care of him. And I think we'll do something like this. Miriam can go around and just take whatever gnolls are available to us. Don't want to fight. Oh, well, almost all of them want to join us. Eh, did not think they would reach, but doesn't really matter. The monks transporting these sandals to their monastery refuse to surrender the artifact. Do you want to fight the monks for the sandals of the saint? Yes, I do. And that's not even too many. So we move 9, and haste gives them 3. I don't think haste will actually get them enough speed now. But if we get morale, which we might, but we didn't, sadly. Very nice. And we'll take resistance. Sandals of the Saint plus 2 to all 4 primary skills. So, that's a wide open town that I will gladly take. Okay, well, it's not wide open anymore, but that's fine. Let's see, 30, they have what, 20 health each? And they're gonna run away. Yes, of course. Now I need to swap the order of my troops after this fight. 80 damage, take out 8 of them. And then I think our lizard warriors can finish them off. Yes, perfect. And hopefully if we move the gnolls up, that will send them out of the castle. There we go. Very nice. And we cannot finish them off. Hopefully they attack our gnolls. Oh, never mind. We will finish them off. Very nice. Okay. Ooh, this does have a stable, so we definitely want to take this. Okay, still not too familiar with the shift commands, but we can just do the keyboard shortcuts with HD mod, but that still works. They aren't going to do anything because they're scared. Yeah, the crewmates get to go before us. Or the pirates, not crewmates, excuse me. Sure, Tazar, don't worry about taking that. You can just go and get all the power-ups. What is this? Just another big stockpile. this is their strongest hero. So what we can do is... we're actually going to wait. I'm curious to see what they do. Okay, so they had their marksman attack already, so we'll have our lizard warriors take care of their lizard men. And we can just have the dragonflies attack the marksman. Let's get rid of these guys. Take care of the Crusaders. And she ran, of course. Archery. Oh, Miriam can go grab this. While Tazar goes around and takes whatever power-ups he can. Okay, I think Miriam already visited this. She did, so she just needs to visit the arena, the Star Axis, and the School of Magic. Yeah, it's only fair that they get some morale. Or someone else other than me gets morale. I think it's only fair. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. And we'll just take all this for ourselves. Let's see. What is the max level? 14. She's 4 and he is 4. So what I want to do is leave the treasure chests for Tazar to take. Because Tarnum doesn't really need levels as much. And it's okay if we don't hit the level cap with them, it's no big deal. I'd much rather get my secondary hero stronger, and I think I will take resist. Do I want resistance? It's not horrible. I think we'll go with armor. I do want to work on trying to get other skills. Because resistance isn't terrible, but there's better options. I mean, 20% magic resistance. It's pretty good actually, but there's still things I would much rather get, like offense, or in this case logistics, leadership, yeah, so quite a few things I'd much rather have. But if resistance comes up again against some other as the option to something else, or as an alternative to a less better skill, then I will gladly take it. And I don't know why it took me so long to figure out the words for that, but whatever. Anyways, let us close in. Does Miriam need to visit this? Yes, she does. So Tazar can quickly do this, and I think if we stand here, we can block their path. Oop, okay. Don't want to attack just yet, so we'll send Tazar here. And she can take knowledge, and now Tazar. Let's see, what is the army? It's only a fort, so what we can do is trade everything over to Tazar, send Tarnum here. And we can have Tazar to take over the castle. and get some more experience. Ouch. Of course. Okay, let's do it. Let's see, 20 griffins. If we just send the gnolls up, I'm sure they will attack. Yes, perfect. And there we have it. Yes, 2,000 experience. Red has been vanquished. Congratulations, all your enemies have been defeated. Victory is yours. Very nice. Okay, well, that was the second scenario, the first law, for the Revolt of the Beastmasters campaign, and next time we will be starting on the third one by royal decree. Until then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.